Nonsense, Carl. Of course this is the way to New York.
Jack, we're sick and tired of eating bananas. Talk to the gorilla right now.
I talked to the cook. Naturally, he'll continue to serve bananas.
Jack, could you come here for a moment? We have company.
What the devil?
Mr. Keane, you can probably guess who I am.
Yes, the first pirate who managed to board my ship.
Pirate is such a harsh term to call someone who is just coming to converse with you in peace. I was just told that you have a tendency to run away from things.
I wouldn't put it that way.
I know. It all started in an orphanage in London. You grew up there and then you ran away.
That was...
I'm not interested in why, Mr. Keane. Let's get down to business. You have an amulet. I would pay you an adequate price for it. I abhor armed violence and only use it as a last resort to achieve my objectives. I am a man who loves to negotiate.
I'll never give up the amulet.
Very well.
Wow. That's at least 3... No, 4.
This will buy you the biggest ship you can imagine, Mr. Keane, and allow you to get rid of this miserable heap of junk, including the rats and lice.
Jack!
What do you say, Mr. Keane?
Why are you so eager to get the amulet?
Let me put it like this. In your hands, the treasure that it leads to would be completely useless. Dangerous, even. But in my hands, it would enable me to ring in the next phase of evolution. That should be reason enough for you to accept the money and leave the amulet to me.
Regrettably, I must refuse.
I'm sure that you will accept my offer now. Just think. Death on the one hand, and on the other, this.
This must be at least... Wait, let me see.
This would be enough to buy you the entire Royal Navy, and every single ship would be better than this worm-riddled hulk. And they'd smell better too. But this is my last offer. My time is precious, and this is the maximum I will invest. So what do you say? Death? Or this?
None of the above, you arrogant snob. The amulet is mine, and you'll never get your paws on it.
I had been warned that you were a fool, but you're even worse than your reputation. If that's your answer, then I'll just take the amulet, and you get nothing. Let's go. I've wasted enough time here. The deal is off, and your ship is sinking.
Great. We travel all the way to Africa, and now we've lost the amulet to Mbati.
Don't worry, Amanda. We still have the map from my dream. We can get back into the race with that.
Terrific prospects.
Just trust me.
Okay, Amanda, it seems to fit.
Jack, what are you doing? Where are you going?
What do you think? The next part of the amulet's waiting, and we must find an octopus.
You must be joking. Mbati has our amulet. Why would we look any further?
We cannot allow Mbati to get the other parts as well. Everything we did so far would have been for nothing.
Jack is right. We shouldn't give up now.
But we haven't the slightest idea where we should look. An octopus is a lousy clue. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but this really isn't octopus habitat.
Well, perhaps I'm imagining things, but I feel this funny tingle in the spot where I used to wear the amulet. So either we're bound to find something here, or you need to take me to the nearest hospital.
A funny tingle?
I never doubted your abilities.
Right! We must find the octopus from my dream before Umbati does.
Ugh, very well.
But now we may be close to the right place. All we're missing is the octopus.
That's all? We'll never find an octopus in the Nile?
Perhaps your dream wasn't about a real live octopus. Jack, did you see other things in your dream too?
Yes, there were some stone tablets with simple drawings. One of them was this Egyptian beetle, I believe.
A scarab! Those beetles were depicted everywhere in ancient Egypt, in temples, on obelisks, all over the place.
Impossible! Jack, take a closer look at the obelisk.
An obelisk? Where?
You're standing on it. It may be a bit hard to recognize with all these roots wrapped around it, like tentacles.
Eve, Amanda, you're both geniuses. And I knew we'd find it.
That must be a huge coincidence.
From a zoological point of view, this looks more like a squid, not an octopus.
I think it comes close enough. So, shall we?
Well, that should be pretty obvious.
I'm still not convinced that this thing is an octopus.
A long and sturdy branch. The bananas are hanging too high. I can see some sort of bird, but I can't imagine what it means. The entrance to the cave is closed. This plate can't be moved with muscle power alone. You did a good job on the ship, Carl.
Thanks, Jack, but I must point out that my options were limited. The whole thing isn't all that stable. Are we in the right place?
I believe so. Having a torch ready is important on any ship. Pattigate, Pattigate, baker's man. There's plenty of it. Is there anything more functional than a bucket? He doesn't really approve of me wanting the banana oil. Anyway, I think he's grumpy because we're out of bananas. The oil is the only banana-based item we have on board now. Perhaps he'll give it to me if I give him some more bananas. Powder, good idea. Baking powder, strange idea.
Hey, I bought those in Shanghai for New Year's Eve.
That doesn't need to be powdered. That doesn't need to be... No, every mighty adventurer knows you keep the bucket handy until you really need it. We seem to have a problem.
Oh, I'm totally surprised. What is it?
The entrance to the cave's blocked. There's no way to get past, unless we use the ship's cannon. The one remaining cannon, Amanda.
You know, I had to sacrifice one in Shanghai. Otherwise, you'd still be wasting away in prison.
Whatever, but how do I get the cannon to work?
How am I supposed to know? Since when am I an expert on naval artillery? You definitely need gunpowder, ammunition, and of course, a burning fuse. And I guess you'll need some sort of tool for packing down the powder, but I'm not too sure. I'm not an expert on old technology.
Fireworks from the chest Amanda loaded before she rescued me. Fireworks from the chest Amanda loaded before she rescued me. Yes, yes. That doesn't need to be powdered. That doesn't need to be powdered. Cooked banana meat for perfect dog food. Take any meat and cook it in banana oil for a few minutes at high temperature. Perfect for any carnivorous animal. A burned out torch is as useful as a monkey owning a porcelain shop. Now the torch is lit and can be used. I just have to be careful not to set fire to the ship. Better not. Last time I tried to cook, I got smooched by... Some people just want to... No, every mighty adventurer knows you keep the bucket handy until you really need it. We finally found the sign from my dream.
I never doubted your abilities.
Hey, it's good to talk to someone for a change who doesn't question every little thing I do. And now, we need to work out how to get in there.
I'll document the adventure with a few photos.
A regular cannonball. Nothing unusual. If only I were in the paper industry. That doesn't need to be powdered. A regular cannonball. Nothing unusual. Some people just want to watch the world burn. But I'm not one of them.